Afternoon. Afternoon.
Sorry about that. We're good to go. How's your team looking for this match? How's your squad? Any injury news for us?
Unfortunately, Wes Morgan and Papi Mendy still out injured. Wes hasn't trained with the group yet, but he's been out the last couple of days on the grass, but still a way off in terms of joining back in with the squad. And Papi, we're assessing day by day, but he won't be ready for tomorrow night.
How far away do you think he is?
Yeah, again, I think I would reluctant to put any time limit on it really, because he's had an operation on his ankle a while ago. He's having a few issues with it, so I think he's due to see a specialist today. Until we get that report, I'd be reluctant to put a time frame on it.
Ndidi has scored his first Premier League goal for you at the weekend. How pleasing is that? How well do you think he has fitted in?
Well, I think he's grown into it, but I think more importantly the team over the last few matches have really grown in stature and confidence, and I think he's benefited from that team play in terms of the confidence in the team. I think it's better, he's benefited from it individually.
Has he been on a fairly steep learning curve? I mean, he came from Belgian football.
Well, I think because of his age, we're always reluctant to put too much pressure on them. I think I still am. He is only 20 years of age, but you can see from all the attributes he has that I think he's tailor-made for the Premiership.
Are we seeing the best of him?
Well, I'd always like to think that players would like to improve. I think hopefully he's with us for a long time, and over the seasons we'll see him improve season by season.
Is he with you for a long time? Do you fear that he might not be? He continues to play as well as he has done over
No, and that's why I say he's with us for a long time. He's under a long-term contract. We want to keep all our best players, of which he's one.
Jamie Vardy also scored. He's now 5 in 7 matches, if you include him playing with England. How do you explain his turnaround?
Well, again, I think I've said before, strikers, they thrive on the confidence. Against Liverpool, Jamie managed to get back on the score sheet, and he hasn't looked back since.
Just how confident is he at the moment?
I think they're all confident. You can see that in their play. I think they're confident, but not overconfident. I think there's a good balance between the two at the moment, because we know that there's another tough test around the corner in Sunderland.
It's 5 matches in a row now that you've won. 4 in the league. What has that done in terms of improving the mood, improving confidence as well?
I think footballers in general will tell you that the atmosphere and the atmosphere down the training ground, especially after all results, can always be better. And as I say, it's been a good place to be. But as I say, they're not complacent, which is important as well. We know the importance of the next few games, and the next one being Sunderland.
You're the first British manager to win your first 4 Premier League matches. What does that make you feel? How proud are you of that?
Yes, very proud. I've said before that in terms of I've got a lot of people to thank along the way for that. My managers that I've been an assistant to before, but ultimately it's the players that go out on the pitch and perform, and thankfully they've done that.
Because Hiddink is one of those managers who has also done it. He at the weekend was saying that he perhaps had the opportunity to come here, but recommended that they give you a chance. What does that mean to you?
Again, of someone of that ilk, of course, it's an honour. But again, I'm not sure how many was spoken to. That's down to the owners. I'm just thankful that I was given the opportunity in the end.
Do you speak with Gus Hiddink at all?
No, I don't know him.
Contact with him?
No, don't know him. So obviously to hear them words from someone that's had that career, I'm thankful for.
In terms of moving forwards now, are you still looking over your shoulder a little bit at the relegation zone below you, or is it onwards and upwards?
I think solely focus has to be on the next game because it's still tight down there. We know that any given opportunity, and I think we're really good proof of that. If a team puts a run together of 3 and 4 wins, it can make it even closer. And so we have to make sure that we be ready for each game. And the sole focus has to be on the next game. You look too far ahead in football, and it has a habit of biting you on the bum.
If you can beat Sunderland, though, there is a chance of being in the top half of the table. What would that mean?
Well, I think we can beat Sunderland, but also the other results can go the way of the teams down there at the moment. So we know it can be close. And again, we just have to make sure that we focus on each game. It's been said before, it is an old cliche, but it's one we have to do at the moment.
But is that not something that you should strive for?
I think we have to strive. I think we have to strive to be competitive and win every game. And the next one in line is Sunderland.
Leicester lost at Sunderland earlier in the season. What have you reflect on that match?
Again, I think it was a close game. I'm expecting a very close game tomorrow. I think we know that Sunderland are fighting for their lives. We've been in that situation before where you slowly run out of games. So we're aware that they're a dangerous opposition. I think they proved when they went to Crystal Palace and scored 4, they are a capable side. I think any team that's got Jermaine Defoe in it has to make sure that you not only keep him quiet, but you're aware of his goal threat. So we're aware of the opposition and respect the opposition, but we're in a good place at the moment.
Do you feel for David Moyes in the position that he's in?
Well, I think anyone that's down there, we've been there ourselves, and I think you have that feeling for them, but you know that it's football and it's making sure you take care of your own club first.
And on that front, how important is it to maintain this momentum that you seem to be getting at the moment?
Yeah, it's vitally important. We've got a big month coming up, and we have to make sure that we play with the confidence, but we respect the opposition as well. Thank you.
Linda, please.
Do you have to give special attention to Jermaine Defoe?
Well, I think we've spoke about it over the last couple of days in terms of preparation. We know in the final third he can be a threat, but obviously we won't man mark him. We won't do that. We won't put someone on him. But I think we have to be respectful of what type of players they've got in the team. And I think Jermaine, his record speaks for itself in terms of a goal scoring. Really pleased to see him get recalled to the England squad, and he took his goal really, really well.
Tell me how Brighton is, how far away is he from coming back?
Sorry?
All right.
Yeah, sorry. Mark trained yesterday with the squad, so it was a 24-hour bug. He managed to complete training yesterday, felt really tired after it, but he's come through today. I spoke with him after, and he's 100% fit.
And how pleased were you with Damari Gray stepping into his shoes?
Yeah, very pleased. I think it's been well documented that Damari's been slightly frustrated because of game time. I think I don't expect any player to be happy if they're not playing. He's had to be patient, and I thought he took his opportunity with both hands on Saturday.
I know this is look ahead to the Sunderland game, but I just wanted to ask you whether or not you've had the opportunity or whether you are going to have a look at Madrid live in the flesh, or whether you've been watching them on the box or videos, etc., etc.
I've managed to catch up, as I do with most oppositions that are coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. I've managed to catch up. I haven't watched them live yet, but we have our analyst department who keep me really informed in terms of games. So when the time's right, we'll make sure that the job's done for that as well.
Is it necessary to actually physically watch them live?
No, I don't think so all the time. I think if the opportunity arises, it's good. But I think you can get enough from your department in terms of the strengths and weaknesses of the opposition, as we always do. Thank you.
Ian, please.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Ian.
You're likely to be favourites tomorrow. I'm not sure, don't follow the book that closely, but we've won it a few times in your reign. How difficult does that make things?
No, I don't think it does. I think for me it's another football match. We're at home. We know the importance of it. As I said, whether we're playing the bottom or the top, the outcomes will be the same. We're after 3 points.
Does your 100% win record almost become a bit of a motivation in itself for the players they want to keep your 100% record going and see how long they can keep that. It kind of takes on a bit of a life of its own.
I haven't asked them. I wouldn't think so. I think they're more interested in the 3 points as we are as a club, rather than them individually or me as an individual. I think it's important that we all stay focused and make sure that we can give a good account of ourselves rather than get running away with things.
It's been a long time since Sunderland scored. 5 hours, 18 odd minutes, 7 of the last 8 have failed to score. How do you look at that? Do you worry about that and think the goal's coming soon? And does that allow you to stay on your toes, actually?
I think we have to, with the players I've mentioned. We've mentioned Defoe quite often in here recently now, and I think we know that the quality that they've got, we have to be on our toes.
Have you found, 5-on-5 is pretty special in all competition, 4 in the Premier League. Have you found any routines that are working? Were you a superstitious kind of player?
It's funny, as a player I was probably more superstitious than I am as a manager. Haven't got any lucky underpants, haven't got any lucky socks. I tend to make sure that if your preparation's right, it will stand you in good stead. So for me, the most important things are doing things properly, whether that's me as a manager, them as players. And if you do that, you can look yourself in the mirror after, and the result hopefully will take care of itself.
No routines or anything on a match day that you're adamant you have to do?
No.
Would you mind if I went back a few weeks and asked you about the trip to Dubai?
Yes.
Because we think, a few have spoken about actually the importance of that and look at the results since. Was it your idea?
No, it was more of a club idea. As I said, we've been trying to do it for months since Christmas. The opportunity never arose because of the replays in the Cup, because of games, because of everything around that. It was the first opportunity we had. So I was really grateful of the owners making sure that we could do that financially. I think it was great for everyone to be together. As I say, we went out for a meal together, we socialised together, we trained together. It was very good to be all in the same hotel together and spending a few days. Really, it was really beneficial, I found.
A bit old school as well in terms of team building, especially in the mid-season, isn't it? And how much do you put that team building down to some of the, not all of it, of course, but down to the success recently?
Well, we've got a good team spirit anyway, and as you said, it was the first opportunity we had to get away together. It's got this nice word at the moment, hasn't it? Warm weather training. It was my first trip to Dubai. And as I say, I saw the benefits in terms of the weather, but also just to be in and around the lads when we were around the pool, when we were training. It was really enjoyable.
5-on-5 in all competition is special. Jose Mourinho is a special one. What are you?
Well, again, I think I know I have to keep my feet firmly on the ground because there's very fine margins in football, and along the way we've maybe. I'm thinking of the West Ham game. We had to ride our luck at times, but you have to dig deep, and maybe I'm the lucky one. I don't know.
Let's hope so. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Anything more for today before we go into tomorrow?
Just a quick one, Phil, from PA. You talked about the team spirit being good. We saw that last season. We can see it now. In terms of Dubai, did the players just need reminding of that team spirit just to re-galvanise it?
No, I think it's always tried to be there. As I said, it was the first opportunity we'd had for us all to go as a squad together, and I thought that was important.
No.
Can I just
Hi.
follow up again on Wilfred and Didi and the quality of the goals that he scored? He doesn't seem to score double goals, does he?
Well, I think he's capable of it, but as you say, it's. I remember the one against Derby, and obviously now on Saturday. He's encouraged to shoot. He's encouraged to shoot from distance, as they all are at times. But long may that continue.
And what about the speculation today about him? I mean, it's surprising considering he only came in January, and already there's talk today that he could leave the club.
Yeah, I think, again, we can do nothing about speculation. I think it's a credit to him in terms of the way he's performed, but not only the way he's performed, the way he is. I've said before, he's a very, very good professional, very good, mature head on his shoulders. I have no problem with speculation, but we have them, we have our best players tied up. Of course, there can always be bids. We can always turn them down. But again, football's football. You'll always get bids for good players.
You said you absolutely wanted
Yeah, I think it's vitally important. And, speaking to Wilfred, he's very happy here. He knows that we've given him the opportunity. And I'm sure that hopefully he'll be a player here for a long, long time.
Thanks, folks. We're going to do the embargo there.